Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this video is all about the full moon of February 2024. It's the 24th of February here in Ireland that the full moon is. And the crucial point is that the February full moon is very different from the new moon that started off the lunation period. The new moon was square a Uranus. It was an energy irritating us or calling us to bring in revolution of some sort in our life, to change something. But this February full moon, which follows the new moon, makes a completely different overlay to the Uranus start to this lunation. And that's because this full moon has Sun conjunct Saturn. Saturn, the planet of discipline and consolidation and karmic duties. And the point is that our doing this Saturn work at the time of this full moon can consolidate the new direction that might have occurred, even the revolution that might have occurred for some people. And it can bring us good results, success and reaping if we see the opportunity, if we recognize the energy that is running, and if we do the work. So it's quite a big time energy-wise. So Rahu, the North Node, is conjunct Chiron, the asteroid of your wounded healer energy. Chiron's the essence of the shamanic journey of needed integration to our primal self and our divine self, and it connects us to our essence. But also absolutely huge, Ketu, the South Node, is carving his way through Vedic Virgo, a deep demand to contact your past life issues, your ancestral call, that you've come into this life. And of course Rahu, your incarnational life purpose and direction in this life, is carving his way through Vedic Pisces. So people with nodes in the Virgo Pisces area must respond to a massive karmic energy demand at the time of this full moon. But there's more than that. Pluto is at the Pluto return of the USA, which was exact on the 22nd of February, in the same exact position as it was on the 4th of July 1776. And the Pluto return is causing the USA and the world upheaval and unease and restructuring demands, damaging conflicts with impact on our world mental health. But a very important point, as well as those astrological energies, is that in the northern hemisphere here, at the start of this month of February was the festival of Imbolc. Wonderful. Life is coming back after the darkness of winter. As I walk around the countryside round here, I see the daffodils coming into flower. The lambs are in the fields. The weather is getting kinder. Now you can see the charts for this full moon on my Star Wheel Astrology website, on the month page for February. It's under the More drop down. And in fact, to get a reading from me, do go to my Star Wheel Astrology website. So having reviewed the background, let's go a bit more into the detail of this full moon and its energies. Let's start with the Nakshatras, the supremely wonderful 27-sign lunar zodiac of Vedic astrology. Well, the moon of this full moon is in Magha Nakshatra, and Magha is ruled by Ketu's south node of the moon. And so this gives a background energy that is quite fierce and regal, perfectionist and judgmental, but it's also service energy. It's suffused by issues and energies coming from our heritage, our past lives, our ancestors, and it's got quite a mystical potential to it. The sun, opposite at the time of this full moon, is in Shatabhishak Nakshatra in Aquarius, which is ruled by Rahu, the north node. Now, Shatabhishak too is a mystical energy, although it can be very maybe opinionated or formulaic, and is also reclusive within its circle of protection, seclusion, superiority even. And importantly, Shatabhishak's deity is Varuna, the divine healer deity who poured the waters of life to heal illness and give immortality. By the way, in the Western tropical zodiac, this full moon is moon at 5 Virgo and sun at 5 Pisces. Now, as I said in the introduction, obviously this full moon, its lunation was started off by a new moon, and the key factor is that that new moon was in a revolutionary square. The sun and moon were at 26 Vedic Capricorn, and in square aspect to that sun and moon was Uranus in Mars-ruled Aries. So let's look within now and take stock at the maturation time that we're getting to, the full moon. Has there been a different current running in your consciousness, your desires, your work, your relationship, your life, that was set up by the irritation and revolution demand of the new moon square Uranus? Has some new current been running? Was some new current activated by the February new moon? And, to analyse it, you'd look at the house in your birth chart that is Vedic Capricorn, where the new moon was, and the house in Aries in your birth chart, the life area, the house where Uranus was. And on my Star Wheel Astrology website, there's actually a house interpretation page which can give you some pointers. But I think it's so important that we see and recognise and honour that the energy of this full moon is completely different to the energy of the new moon, which it caps and guides. It's completely different, but it has to be seen as a consolidating overlay to your new moon. So the February new moon brought in a current of revolution, maybe big, maybe small. But the full moon, well, the sun of the full moon is conjunct Saturn. Full moon sun at 11 Aquarius, full moon Saturn at 15 Aquarius. So let's be aware of the Sun's Saturn energy, and let's see how you can use it in a helpful, positive, success-producing way. So this full moon is reality check time. It's discipline time. It's consolidation time. It's the time when we must give commitment to tying up loose ends in our life, tying up loose ends in our work, tying up loose ends in our awareness of our karmas and our management of them. It's a time to honour the call for struggle for advancement. You see, the Sun-Saturn energy, which will now overlay the new moon Uranus energy, well, the Sun-Saturn energy is decisive. It's determination. It's firmness. It's perseverance, hard work. But there's a sort of downside because Saturn doesn't really help the Sun fully and easily express itself, so there can be inhibition, hereditary affliction, past life affliction. But out of that, we can make the intention to embrace determination, firmness and perseverance at this time, hard work. And it can be perhaps not such a good energy for health. There could be bits of illness, especially at this time of the year. And it's a rather seclusive energy. So, okay, we may have embarked on a new and a bit of a revolutionary current, or a huge revolutionary current. But now we bring in, if we are to have the success that we need and deserve, discipline and determination and structure. And you see, Saturn, which conjuncts the Sun of this full moon, is super strong in Aquarius. Saturn rules Aquarius as well as Capricorn. I'd like to end this description of the energy shift we must be aware of, embrace and honour, with, I think, what's an energy gift in this full moon. And that is that asteroid Pallas is actually square this full moon axis. The full moon's at 11 Leo Aquarius, Pallas is at 13 Scorpio. And so, let's focus on Pallas now, and at the time of this full moon and the days before and following, because with Pallas' warrior energy, the energy of this full moon isn't just Saturnian. It can actually drive your need and your desire to strategize, to focus on the completion of your mission, to enhance and to uplift your struggle. And we all need that. So to get a reading from me, go to my Star Wheel Astrology website, see my worldwide dating site for those on a spiritual pathway, that's Love Star Dating, and see the website for my wife, Maggie Pashley, who for decades has been offering many, many, many wonderful healings worldwide online. So I hope this analysis will bring you focus and success and satisfaction and happiness at the time of this full moon. Thank you.